guys, it's Joshua Reviews. I'm filming this literally not too long after the last review that you see on YouTube, so still sick. Fun. Thankfully I'm not as sick as last time, so that's good. But nonetheless, I don't like being sick, especially on a holiday, but it's just the way things go, I guess. So, we got another Scarecrow movie today because I am in love with the Scarecrow movies. I am gonna try to just get this quick, but at the same time, this is a movie I really liked, so I'm going to try to get my thoughts out and actually not rush it because this movie's really good. That movie, of course, being Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. So, I like this film, but I want to talk about it in detail. So, my original plan was to review this movie last year because I heard so many people talk about it. And it looked interesting. And according to sources, this is the first Scarecrow movie where the Scarecrow is the main antagonist. I didn't know that. Having seen it, yeah, it's pretty damn good. But here's the thing. Don't expect this movie to be your typical Scarecrow movie. Most Scarecrow movies, I feel like, are kind of just like generic slashers. This one, it's got kills, and it is kind of a slasher. It's not the slasher you're expecting. Surprisingly, it's a very slow burn psychological revenge tale. So, the plot is nothing original, but it's really interesting. So, it's about this guy. I believe his name is Bubba? Yeah, Bubba, because literally the entire time I couldn't help but compare him to Leatherface. So his name is Bubba, and he has a disability, and he's 30 years old. From what I remember, they explained his age was. Yeah, around 30 years of age. And he's friends with this little girl, and they have a great relationship. Like, they're friends. The girl decides to sneak in the backyard of someone's house, and a dog attacks her. And this group really hate Bubba for some reason. I guess they just don't like him. Because he's mentally challenged. I don't know. So they form a plan to kill him because Bubba takes the little girl who's injured to the parents, and the parents, of course, think he did it. And on the phone call that they get, they think the little girl died. So the mom has him hide in a scarecrow, and they find him, and they kill him. It's a very brutal, sad, and honestly, it's a scene that's kind of tough to watch because it makes me angry every time I watch it. Yeah, it's not pleasant. It's very depressing, actually. So he dies, and they later find out that the girl was alive. She had a few scrapes, but nothing serious. So they take it to trial. It doesn't work. And the mom of Bubba basically vows revenge, or basically there's other ways of justice. And the rest of the film is these four guys who killed Bubba. They're being silently stalked by a scarecrow that appears on their lawn or their farm in the fields. And let me tell you, it is haunting. There are several scenes in this film where the scarecrow is just in the background watching them, and it is scary. It is, I think the first time I watched it, I wasn't really that creeped out by it, but because, my opinion's since changed, and, I find different things scary nowadays. It was genuinely creepy, the way it just stood there and watches our characters. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to go back to Scarecrow. The movie had unlikable characters. And they are the main characters. And I don't know what it is, but I guess they expect you to just enjoy watching them torture people. In this film, it's different because the characters, you don't like them because of what they did, but you're following them and you're seeing the events unfold on how supposedly the Scarecrow, it's getting Bubba, who's possessing the Scarecrow, supposedly is getting its revenge. We don't know though. It's a mystery whether or not it's Bubba possessing the Scarecrow, if it's the mom of Bubba, if it's the little girl, if it's the lawyer for the mother. We don't know. It's a guessing game, and it's very well done. It's a slow burn, but the acting is what sells it. The acting is incredible. And for a 1981 movie, made for TV movie, it's really well made, really well shot. I can't talk about it enough. I would love to talk more about it if I wasn't sick, but I want to get this video out for you guys. So I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit, but also try to take my time with it because this is a movie I'm really interested in talking about. But the movie, I feel like a lot of people who go into this expecting like just a hack and slash slasher are going to be really disappointed because it's not that. And I think when I first watched it, I didn't like it as much as I do now because I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting something completely different. Now it's like I've seen it for second time and I already want to watch it again. It's a really well done movie. There's one scene in particular that I want to talk about where it's the heavier set guy, I forget his name, but he is being stalked by the Scarecrow. And the whole film, or at least the halfway point, they're building up to him being stalked and he's scared. But everyone's like, oh, just calm down, like, you'll be fine. And it gets late at night and he goes to check the field and the Scarecrow's gone. And he looks over to his side and he just sees a dark silhouette, which is obviously the Scarecrow. And it just flickers the light off. And the shadow like emerge, or the silhouette like goes into the darkness. It's a really creepy scene. And I actually got goosebumps. I was like, holy shit, that's horrifying. Like if I saw that, I'd hightail it out of there. And the car jams and he gets stuck in a silo. And let me say this. While yes, it's technically a slasher, the kills aren't graphic, but they're surprisingly horrifying. Like, I won't spoil it, but there is a person who dies through like a wood chipper of sorts. But we don't see the carnage, we don't see the blood, we don't see any of that. It's all up to the imagination. We just hear the sounds. And we don't even see the body. But they tell us who dies, and it's, that's perfect. That's perfect for the tone in the movie that they're going for. It's great, and I loved it. And the reveal and the ending, it's really creepy, man. The way this movie ended literally gave me, like, my jaw dropped. Like, I was like, holy shit, that's disturbing. It's a really, really, really well done movie. And if I wasn't sick, I would go more in depth, but I'm going to go ahead, give this movie an A+. Yeah, this movie was really good. It's a slow burn, but if you can handle slow burns, then you'll like this one. Check it out. So remember, I'm sick, so if I have a quick recovery, I'll review Halloween Ends tomorrow. If not, we'll see. Stay tuned.